Wait, what are you doing, lad? Are you doing push-ups then, Key?
No, I was leaning on my side.
Did my camera not turn on?
It's not now.
No. No, sir.
There we go.
I have to use this freaking. For God's sake, cute.
That's incredible. I just spilt water on myself seeing that. Yeah, I don't want to see you wearing that jersey. You've pissed me off today big time. Already. We just started the day. This guy Q has not said a single good word in his life about Drake London. He's never complimented the guy, never said he liked his game, never said anything good about him. And anytime I've offered him in a trade in fantasy, he's always been like, nah, I don't want Drake London. He's just picked up Drake London today in the waivers. What do you have to say for yourself?
I have no words. I just have to say, Rashee Rice's season's over, so I had to find a different guy.
And you went with Drake London, the guy you've trash talked all season, denied every trade request that's involved him.
Yeah, because I got him for free.
All I'm saying is, if it's me versus you in the fantasy final, right, and I lose because of Drake London, you are not winning. That doesn't count as a win. That does not count as a win. Because it just doesn't. I'm telling you right now, if that happens, it doesn't count. So, do with that what you will. Okay?
It does, Q.
It doesn't. I
Did
can't
you know
believe,
last week,
can't
by
believe
the
you
way,
did that.
Did you know last week that there was literally no point in that whole week?
Yeah, after the Packers game, nothing mattered on Sunday.
Oh, goodness.
Or Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, I think I have amnesia from last week because I can't remember like anything that happened last week. Genuinely.
The Falcons won.
Yeah. Anyway, week 15 wasn't too bad of a week. I went 10-6 in the picks. Definitely better than my 5-9 the week before. How'd you go, Key, in your record? I'm sick, by the way, if you can't tell by my voice. I've just came back to normal life. I blame you. Weren't you sick in work last week? On Saturday?
No.
I don't know, but that was my first day back after being off for a month, and I'm sick already. So, I'm just blaming you anyway. Like, you get the blame.
I went 9-7. I'm not sad. I'm not happy. I'm just in the middle.
Nice. I wonder if Q is sad or if he's happy.
I'm gonna guess Q is sad.
Yeah, I also went 9-7, and after that game, man, there's not enough mommy ASMR in the world that can tell me things are gonna be okay right now. But we move on. The world keeps going. I've been told.
Unk's so real for that.
Yeah, I don't know why I let you guys persuade me into picking the Packers last week, because I was all in on the Broncos for that pick and then said at the end, give me the Packers. So I could have had an even better record. Looking at the rest of my picks, I'm not mad at any of the others that I picked. Do I want to pay respects to any teams? Absolutely not. Let's just move on to this week, unless you boys want to put respect on some of the teams that you've picked against, because I know I certainly don't.
I'd love to put a little respect on us by introducing us.
Oh, the panel. I thought you meant the 49ers. I'm thinking, what's he talking about? He wants me to put respect on the Niners. I'm like, no. Yeah, so shout out to Kate. I told you I'm sick, bro. I've got like amnesia or something. I even forgot the structure of the show. So, I'm rocking my new Dallas Cowboys jersey. Nobody's commented on it yet, and I'm disappointed. Like, nobody even said, oh, is that new? Like, nobody even said anything. But Cowboys season is 99% over anyway, so I don't even know why I'm rocking this. Lamar Jackson, his season's still alive, though. You know that's my favourite player in the league, behind CD Lamb. And now I have both of them on a jersey. Isn't that wonderful? This guy over here to my left, he supports the Niners, but he's also rocking Kirk Cousins on his jersey. He's picked up one of my favourite receivers, Drake London, in fantasy. I'm mad. I don't want to say his name. He can introduce himself.
I go by many names this week. You can just call me Crab. But I'm here. Kirko Cousins is back. Big Kirko Chains. And Drake London's hopefully going to be back for my fantasy.
He even stole my intro, Q. Remember when I used to say that? I go by many names, but I am nameless. Remember that used to be my first intro, and now he's stealing that. You're just taking everything from my life, Q.
I just want to be you.
I know, it's been clear for quite some time, but down below is a very sad Packers fan. Q, tell us why you are so sad.
There's not enough time in the day, man. Obviously, lost our biggest piece on the defense in Micah Parsons. Lost a bunch of other guys I'll get into later. And boy, howdy, are we sure? Aren't we ready for the rest of the season, guys? I know I am.
Yeah, moment of silence for Micah Parsons, of course, tearing his ACL. Never like to see that, especially coming from a Cowboys fan. Micah's still my guy, you know, and it's very sad to see. Moment of silence also for Patrick Mahomes. He also did his ACL and his LCL. The Chiefs are over. Wait till you hear the spread, by the way, for their game this week. We're going to get into our Week 16 picks in a moment. Obviously, join our ESPN Pick'em if you would like. Link down below. You can join the boys and make your picks alongside us. I'll try and show one that's not really a big spoiler. But there's what the app looks like. You just click either side to pick your team. It's free of charge. And there's also a spread picks. So I will be reading the spread as we go through them today. But before we move on completely from Week 15, we do have 2 weekly recap segments. Q, your biggest winners and losers of the week. There was a lot of losers this week, so I want to see where you go with that one.
Yeah, biggest winner for me was definitely the Vikings. This is 2 weeks in a row now where JJ McCarthy has actually shown why he was doing pretty good in the NFL. I think he was the 10th overall pick, if I'm not mistaken.
Was he not the 9th overall
12th,
pick? Oh, sorry. That's...
No,
all right. Yeah, moving on. He's finally been balling out. It's been I'm calling him the anomaly in the NFL now because you never really know what JJ McCarthy is going to show up week to week. But this is 2 weeks in a row where he's been very good, and we're starting to see why the Vikings were so high on this guy. And for the biggest loser all around, me. I lost the best guy on my defense, and my car decided to not work, and it's just been hell. But, you know, it's not about me. It's about the NFL. And for the NFL, I said the biggest loser was actually the Patriots. I know that might be kind of a shock because a lot of teams played worse, but you're up against your divisional rival who is stomped, taken your crown for so long now, and you were up 21-0 against them, and then you just let them march all the way back and beat you at home. Just a terrible showing in the second half from the Patriots. I'm sick and tired of the Bills winning this way. They can't keep going like that, can they? But, you know, every time I ask that, you know what follows. So
it is actually insane because the amount of times they've done that this season, and you said in last week's episode, Q, on that game, that's how you saw it going. You were like, you know, the Patriots, the Bills, they take the first half off as if it's optional and then just come back and smash it. Now, who did I pick? I picked the Bills in that game. So, and you two picked the Patriots, didn't you? Last week. So I'm watching it thinking, you know, there's an L. And then that Bills comeback. Unbelievable stuff right there. Moving on to Big Dog of the Week. My favorite segment of the week. I had a guy I wanted to give this to, but I've always said I don't want this to be a quarterback award. But then the guy I'm going to give it to, he'll probably never get this award ever again, or have a performance like this ever again. It's rookie sensation, Kyle Pitts, Big Dog of the Week. Him and Kirk Cousins looking like they're in their prime. This guy brought in 11 receptions for 166 yards and 3 touchdowns. I couldn't believe my eyes. Where was Kyle Pitts like this at the start of the season? Where was this Kyle Pitts every year since his rookie season? Big Dog of the Week goes to Kyle Pitts, but I do want to shout out, though, Trevor Lawrence. I have to. The reason it went to Kyle Pitts over Trevor Lawrence is because Trevor Lawrence played the Jets, who are hardly even a football team. But Trevor Lawrence, 330 yards and 5 passing touchdowns. Also 50 rushing yards for 1 rushing touchdown. That's a Big Dog of the Week performance. But like I say, it was against the Jets. I could probably get at least 1 rushing touchdown against the Jets. Probably couldn't. But anyway, let's move into week 16. There's some proper stinker games in this week, which we're going to skim over very quickly when we get to those. Just a heads up, boys. But the first game of the week, Thursday Night Football, this is definitely not a stinker. In my opinion, the two best teams in football right now, at least in the NFC, the LA Rams travel to Seattle to play the Seahawks. It's a pick'em. The spread is 1.5 points. Rams favorited by those points. Key, I'm going to hand it off to you to start the week. Who have you got in this big division matchup?
So this big matchup right here, I don't want to say it. I really don't. It's a stinky time for me being a Niners fan, but I need the Seahawks to win. If
Why?
the Seahawks win and the Niners win out on the season, the Niners can go number 1 seed.
Really?
So, yeah.
How though? Because they're both 11-3.
So if the Seahawks beat the Rams, we play the Seahawks in a couple weeks. So then I think it's like we'll be like whatever and whatever. We'll like be one ahead basically, and we'll be number 1 seed. So I'm going with purely from that, purely no stats. I'm definitely not gonna regret it. I'm taking the Seahawks.
If the 49ers end up as the number 1 seed, I'm not even going to watch the playoffs. To be honest. Q, who are you siding with? Oh, let's not start that again. Remember that last episode? Who you leaning with? Let's not start that. Who have you got in this one?
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Obviously, two of the best teams in the NFL right now and fighting for the divisional crown. The only thing is, though, we've seen both these guys play exceptional, and we've seen both these guys play very bad. But what is more likely to happen to you guys? Do you think Matt GPT is going to glitch out, or do you think Sam Darnold's going to be seeing ghosts again? And if we saw it last game against 44-year-old Philip Rivers, where the offense couldn't do anything, and we've seen other games from Darnold this year where he was seeing ghosts, I'm not too excited to see how he'll do against this very good Rams defense. So I'm going Rams on this one.
How many interceptions did he throw last time he played the Rams this season? Was it 4?
Something crazy.
They played like 2-3 weeks ago. It might have been 6 or 7 weeks ago, and he threw like 4 interceptions. And like you say, he sees these ghosts sometimes. I don't know why or where it comes from. Devontae Adams' hamstring, is he out? Do we know yet if he's officially ruled out or not? Either way, that'll be a big blow.
I thought I saw last he was questionable.
Yeah, it'll be a big blow for the Rams if they don't have him, but Puka Nacua is playing like an absolute all-star. Man, both of these teams to me are so even. Both defense, great. You know, the quarterback play, I would lean with Matt GPT being the better of the two quarterbacks, but still, Sam Darnold's been slinging it, and JSN is the best receiver in football this season. I feel like that performance against the Colts from the Seahawks was them just completely disregarding that game and looking ahead for the Rams, planning 2 weeks in advance. It almost came back to bite them. You know, Philip Rivers nearly got that W against them. I wanted him to win that game so badly, bro. I was so sad when that field goal went in. They scored all field goals last game, didn't they? As well, it was like the first time in franchise history. Was it 6 field goals? If you had him in fantasy, he should have been big dog of the week, Jason Myers. Shout out to him, man. I should have put him in there, but imagine giving big dog of the week to a kicker. What?
Did you not have him?
In fantasy?
Yeah.
Nah, we spoke about him in work on Saturday, the day before.
I honestly, like, seeing the score, I honestly thought you had him because we were speaking about him.
Nah, that's crazy, innit? Yeah, me and Key was in work on Saturday. We spoke about Jason Myers, and then the next day he goes for 6 field goals.
Talking about good defenses, meaning the kicker has to kick more, and then literally the Seahawks kick it. Yeah, that's crazy. I honestly, like, I would have put my house on you having him.
Nah, I've got my boy Chase McLaughlin. He's been doing me nice this season. But with all of that being said, I am gonna lean on the Seahawks. Don't love it. Don't hate it though. I like it when, you know, division matchups. I always just go for a split. It's a bit of a cop-out, but I'm like, oh, the Rams won the first one, Seahawks win the second one kind of thing. But simply because the Seahawks look so arse against the Colts, I'm like, they are going all in to try and get this W against the Rams. Do I actually have faith in myself for picking that? No. I like Matt Stafford and Sean McVay more, but I'm going Seahawks. it's going to be a good game regardless. And it's a short week. You know, I'm sure both of these teams have been planning ahead for this one. Can't wait to watch that. Let's move on to... Whoa, there's a game on Saturday. Weird. 2. Oh yeah, there is. What the hell? What's going on there? Why is that? Just because it's Christmas and they're saying there's no rules. Anyway, 10 p.m. UK time, Eagles at Commanders, a big one for me, being obviously a Cowboys fan. The only way the Cowboys can make the playoffs now is if they win out. We have the Chargers, Commanders, and Giants, and we need the Eagles to lose out. Eagles starting off with the Commanders. Commanders have shut down Jaden Daniels for the rest of the season. Marcus Mariota stepping into that starting role. Zach Ertz, moment of silence because he is gone. He was about to play his old team, have a big game. It's not looking good for Washington, but I'm picking them to win this game because I need the Eagles to lose out. There's a 1% chance the Cowboys make the playoffs, and it starts now. Key, who've you got?
I always hate Eagles games, honestly. I hate the fact that we have to pick them. I wish every week we could just skip them and just not even pick. Because I never see a team that I'm confident enough to pick against them and pick that they're going to win. This week's the same. I can't wholeheartedly pick the Commanders to win because I know they're just not going to, especially without Jaden Daniels. I hate to say it, and I'm definitely not just saying it purely so that the Cowboys don't qualify for the playoffs. Give me the Philly Eagles.
Well, 6.5 point favourites on the spread, by the way, the Eagles are. I'm not confident that they can cover that in a division game. That's a lot of points. Q, who are you taking and why?
Yeah, I got the same sentiment as our favorite crustacean over here. Eagles always just looking a little bit off this year, but so have the Commanders. If anybody's been hot and cold, it's the Commanders under Mariota, because how do you go from almost beating Denver in just a 2-point play away to getting shut out by the JJ McCarthy led Vikings in back-to-back weeks? They are as hot and cold as anybody. The Eagles, it looked like they got their offense figured out a little bit, but that was against the Raiders. So we'll see how they fare against the Commanders. But if they can ride that momentum from last game, carry it into this one against the Commanders, I can see the Eagles winning. So yeah, give me Eagles in this one.
On to the second of the Saturday games. I am very confused as to why there's even 2 games on Saturday, but I am here for it. 1:20 a.m. UK start time. Q, I'm going to head back to you to kick us off for this one because it's the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears. It's a pick'em. Packers favoured by 1.5 points. That's a lot closer than it was the first game. I think the first time he's played this season, it was 6.5 points, which was a lot of points. And yeah, Micah Parsons, rest in peace. Christian Watson might be out. It's not looking good for the Packers.
Yeah. Now, when I look at this game, it's very clearly an uphill battle for the Packers. We already lost Tucker Kraft earlier in the year. We just lost Micah Parsons. We might be missing Christian Watson. We might be missing Evan Williams. We might be missing Josh Jacobs. We might be missing Zach Tom. And things are looking pretty doom and gloom right now. But, as I'm getting into the bottom of this nondescript, non-sponsored, nameless beverage, if you will, I've come to an epiphany. We have a defensive line with guys like Kingsley Enagbare who are stepping up and making big plays. We saw that against the Bears. We got guys like Anthony Belton and Sean Ryan who have definitely been stepping up on our offensive line. We've got the youngest, most explosive group of linebackers in the NFL right now with Edgerrin Cooper and Quay Walker. We have an all-pro safety patrolling the secondary in Xavier McKinney. We got a super promising rookie receiver in Matthew Golden just waiting to break out every week. And we got Jaden Reed back. But most importantly, we got the best quarterback in the division, I feel. A guy who's proven time and time again who he can elevate all the guys around him. He won a playoff game in Dallas when 31 other teams in the NFL did not expect that to happen at all. And let me tell you guys, hello?
He's gone.
Fuck you, Scott. I was hitting flow state, you stupid bastard.
It's so over. Q, it's so over.
It's so over.
What a day, man. What a day. Where do we leave off then, my bad?
Q was, you know what I mean? Q was going Eminem mode right there. Q was 8 Mile.
No, you were spitting. I heard that. Did you make your pick?
No.
I'm getting to it. We got the best quarterback in the division who's proven time and time again he can elevate all the guys around him. He won a playoff game in Dallas when they were on a 12-game home winning
What's he
streak.
fuck me
Nobody
for?
else saw that shit coming. Give me the Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love. I know the score is going to be close. I know we're barely favored, but it's Toyota-thon, baby. Give me something. Go, Pack, go.
Key, who have you got? And what is that little Gengar in your lap?
Little. It's my cool best friend. So.
I thought that was a prop for the pick. I thought it was like a bear teddy, but it's like it's
just
Gengar.
comfy.
Oh, fairs.
No, so my pick is the Green Bay Packers. Although, obviously, they've just lost the best edge rusher. It's like Q always says to me after the loss of Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, you know, my guys, it's the next man up. And the Packers are good at that. The Packers are good at always having a good backup and always having a good backup's backup. So I think, although it's a divisional match and it's gonna be a hard one, I think the Packers still edge it for me.
When you said like Q always says to me, I thought it was going to be like some stupid joke about edge rushers. But let me look up a stat because I want to kill someone right now. No, the stat was
How
wrong.
many times somebody can make a 6-7 joke before they get choked out?
I'm going strong, yeah, with that one. In this game, I like the Bears. I've been saying it all season. It should come as no surprise to anyone who's been watching the show. I like the Bears. Caleb Williams. He's playing sensational, bro. I can't lie. I mean, there's some inaccuracy problems, but did you see that touchdown to DJ Moore last week? How did that even get in there, bro? That was one of them where you have to try and double check where the ball is. Even the cameraman was shook by that one. I don't understand why he keeps getting to roll out to his right. I don't know why any team has not adjusted to this. Put a force defender on the edge, make sure he can't roll out, because that's what he's been doing for like 90% of the plays. But 90% of that plays are working, and I like the Bears. Give me the Bears with 1.5 points at home. Okay. Don't know if it's going to be snowing. It'll be absolute cinema if it is. It gets cold down there in Chicago, and I know Green Bay are used to it, but now that Mike is gone, now that Christian Watson might not be there, Jordan Love, I gave you respect last week, said I like the guy. It's Toyota-thon. I don't want to be the one to ruin it. Or it's not going to be me that ruins it. It's going to be the Bears. Give me the Bears, and let's move on to the normal Sunday slate, 6 p.m. UK time. We start off with Bills at Cleveland Browns. That's going to be another cold game. Two teams that's used to playing in the cold, though. Bills favorited by 9.5 points against Shador Sanders. Give me the Bills to win, Browns to cover. I'm always going to back the Browns just in case on the spread, just in case Shador wins, and I can be like, see, I told you. Yeah, I took 9.5 points, but I told you so. Key, who have you got?
It's always hard to pick the Browns, honestly. It really is, especially against a big team like the Bills. The only thing that's making me doubt is how Q says they always leave it till it's late. But against a good defense like this, is the time to leave it until it's late? You know what I mean? Is it time to leave it until the fourth or even just the second half in general? The only thing that again is making me go back to the Bills side is the Browns offense just isn't there yet still.
Wow.
So I feel like there's not going to be that much yet to climb. He's good, but like it's not even just Shador's fault. Like it's like, did you see the Jerry Jeudy pass that got intercepted? He literally put it into Jerry Judy's
I've been trying
chest.
to say this guy's a bum, and Q got mad at me for saying it.
He put it into Jerry Judy's chest, and it resulted in an interception. So I think it's not just like Shador's lack of experience or like playing time that's affecting him. It's more his receivers as well. So I think it's not going to be that much of a score to climb back up to. So I'm going to take the Bills. Yeah, I'm going to take the Bills.
How many sacks does Myles Garrett need now for the record? It's just one, isn't it? or one to tie? Is it one to break it or to tie it?
A full sack to break it. I think he's at 22, and the record right now is sitting at 22.5.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. This is a long shot, but I'm gonna say he gets it in this game. Q, who have you got to win?
Oh, I can absolutely see that happening. You see how the Bills play in the first half? Josh Allen's going to hit the deck a couple times, and I can guarantee Miles will get one of them. But yeah, I'm also going with Bills. Shadur was looking like a broken clock out there, but you know what they say, they're right twice a day. He had some good plays out there, but more often than not, they didn't end up going his way. And I'm seeing a similar situation against the Bills, so I'm going Bills.
Moving on to my team. We host the Chargers. We need to win out. Obviously, give me the Cowboys. We're favorited on the spread by 2 points. I know the Chargers got a win last week against the Chiefs, division rivals and whatever, but lad, this Chargers team, I just don't get it. I don't get how they're winning. O-line banged up. Justin Herbert's got one arm. I don't get how they keep winning. The defense is good. Khalil Mack, Derwin James. I like those guys, but I don't get how they keep winning. And it's scruffy. Obviously, they won by 3 points last week. Mahomes got injured late in the game. You know, Omari and Hampton coming back is a big addition for them in the backfield. But I just look at this team and I think the Chargers are 10-4, bro. How? Give me the Cowboys. And I'm just going to have Q's set up next week if we lose, because then we'll be officially out of playoff contention. Q, who have you got?
Yeah, I'll let you borrow it, man. I'm going with the Cowboys too. I say it time and time again. Every time I'm riding high on the Chargers, they always let me down. And we were probably that Patrick Mahomes late game heroics away from seeing another Kansas City win. Like I didn't think Minshew was going to get it done. We were sure praying for it, but didn't happen there. And yeah, I truly think that these Cowboys, they've come all the way back from how they were playing at the beginning of the year. I think they can take care of the Chargers for sure. So give me Cowboys.
The Cowboys being 6-7 and the Chargers being 10-4, it's crazy, honestly. Especially with Ladidi McConkey playing like Ladudu McConkey. I can't see the Chargers winning, honestly. I'm taking the Cowboys too.
I fucking hate that. You know, on this show, every single time the three of us have picked Cowboys, the Cowboys lost. Every time that's happened. So if you are a gambling man, put your money on the Chargers here, because the boys have just jinxed my team. Yeah, we need to score 30. That's the moral of the story with the Dallas Cowboys. If we don't score 30, because our defense is going to give up 30. So if we don't score 30, we are screwed. Yeah, it's a painful time to watch just such arse play, you know? But anyway, let's move on. Speaking of the Chiefs, get on this. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Super Bowl Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Andy Reid, the Chiefs, they're playing the bum-ass Tennessee Titans, the 2-12 Titans, the Titans that the three of us could probably get a win against. The Chiefs are only favorited by 3 points on the spread. That is crazy. Is Gardner Minshew that bad? Is he that bad? I had Chiefs money line last week. I just needed them to get in field goal range, kick the field goal, give me some more hope, get to overtime. Maybe the Chiefs would win. Gardner Minshew, when you can't throw an interception at that point in the game, throws an interception. Is he that ass that the spread is 3 points? Because with Patrick Mahomes in there, this would be at least a double-digit spread, you'd imagine. But I think just on a fundamental, basic level, the Chiefs are still a better football team than the bum-ass Tennessee Titans. Would I love to see the Titans win this game? Absolutely. I think that would be hilarious to see. But I'm picking the Chiefs. I'm playing it safe. I actually have on the spread picks here, Titans +3. But I'm changing that. Give me the Chiefs minus the points, because, yeah. Key, who are you going in this one?
This one's a bit of a harder pick, honestly. I feel like the Titans, they played well last week against the Niners. I feel like the week before, didn't they play the Browns, I want to say? They played well against the Browns too, so I feel like they are a good team. They're just not a great team.
They're 2-12. They're a terrible team.
I feel like they play a lot better than 2-12 though. Like I feel like they're a lot better than the Jets. They're a lot better than the Raiders. They're just, on a stinky run. But I think, honestly, I'm taking them. I'm picking the Titans. I think the Titans beat the Gardner Minshew-led Chiefs.
I didn't even realize he'd signed for them. Obviously, they had Carson Wentz there last season, didn't they? And then he went to Minnesota. But I didn't pay attention to who, the Chiefs pick up. Patrick Mahomes is one of those people you just don't consider. What if he gets injured? Because it's Mahomes, you know what I mean? It's the face of the league. Like, you don't consider him getting injured. But here we are. He had surgery the day after it happened, which is kind of crazy for an ACL. Usually, from what I've seen, Malik Neighbors waited a month to get his surgery. Usually when the ACL goes, they wait because the knee's so swollen, so it makes the surgery easier. But he got his surgery the next day, which I think is kind of wild. But he should be fit and ready for the start of next season, the way modern sports medicine is. So speedy recovery to Patrick Mahomes. Speedy recovery as well to, obviously, Micah Parsons. He did his the same weekend. Don't know what the ETA on him being back is in terms of when he's getting the surgery or whatever. But Q, who are you picking? Chiefs, Titans?
Look, the Titans have been playing some good ball recently, and I definitely think there is potential to see an upset here. But I'm more on the train where even if the Chiefs have been Patrick Mahomes, Chris Jones, and friends for the last 3 years, their defense is still pretty damn good. And I can definitely see maybe a Cam Ward turnover or two taking things the other way. So I think I'm going to pick the Chiefs just for their defense alone.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs are just a more talented team, even if you take out the quarterback. And I've just clocked the Chiefs out of playoff contention. I just remembered that as we talk about them now. It is going to be wild to see the AFC side of the bracket in the playoffs with no Chiefs. Because, is this the year for Josh Allen finally? It looks like the Ravens might not even make the playoffs. He's already beat Lamar one time in the playoffs, but he doesn't have to face Lamar. He doesn't have to face Patrick Mahomes, which has been his kryptonite. Is this the time for Josh Allen? I was about to say something crazy. New father, Josh Allen. Is it his year? I don't even want to say what I was going to call him. But let's move on to another game, which should be a quick pick. The next 2 or 3 should be quick picks, by the way, because these guys all suck. They're all out of playoff contention. New York Jets at the New Orleans Saints. Saints favorited by 4.5 points. Give me the Saints to win and cover. Tyler Shuff, I was very harsh on him at the start of the season, but I kind of like what I'm seeing. I'm not going to lie. Give me the Saints. Key, who've you got?
Yeah, Saints. Next question.
Q.
Yeah, give me the Saints, man. I was very tough on Tyler Shuck too, and I heard him talking about on the broadcast. It's not necessarily age that's the main concern; it's the development, and we've definitely seen the development come through. But I'm also thinking age is still very much an important factor because if they're going for a quarterback who has been in college for almost forever, it feels like, and is getting this NFL experience, that almost seems kind of like a win now move where you bring in a veteran who's got experience, but what is going on with the team around him? They don't really have a whole lot of guys. I didn't even see Alvin Kamara the last game. I don't know if I just missed something with him or if he's done for the year or what. But yeah, Kellen Moore, I say it time and time again, has done a fantastic job with these Saints, and I can see him getting another win against the Jets.
I believe Alvin Kamara might be injured, and their backup running back, Neal, he is also now injured. So, either way, though, Brady Cook, he sucks. We want to talk about bad quarterbacks. Brady Cook, do not let him cook because he is arse. In fact, he got a touchdown or two, didn't he? Fair enough, Let me not be too harsh.
I mean, not everybody can say that. Yeah, not everybody can say that. So, good for him,
true.
but I don't see it happening.
Well, speaking of trash quarterbacks, we've got JJ McCarthy's Vikings up against the New York Giants. To our friend Tom, who is a Giants fan, I'm sorry, give me the Vikings to win and cover. The spread is 2.5 points. But I can fully see this being one of those games where JJ McCarthy does turn into 9. He's playing, I was going to say an alright defense, but the Giants defense sucks ass as well. Give me the Vikings anyway. This game means nothing. Both of these teams suck and they're both out of playoff contention. Let's move on. Key, who have you got?
For me, this is Nueve versus Diaz. It's a little Spanish joke for you. Pardon my Spanish. Yeah, I'd love nothing more than to see a Giants win, but I can see a Vikings win, so I'm taking the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings. Next question.
Well, let's talk about a game that actually does matter. Both of these teams, 7-7, kind of disgusting for some people who are going to miss the playoffs with an actual good record, that one of these two teams is going to make the playoffs by winning their division with these terrible records. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers. Buccaneers 2.5-point favorites. It's in Carolina. Both of these teams, I don't know what to think of. Both of these teams, anytime I pick them, they lose, and if I pick against them, they win. I just don't understand, like, if it's 2.5 points, give me the Buccaneers. I like the Buccaneers. I like Egbuka. I need Egbuka to score another touchdown or something, because he's not going to win Rookie of the Year without another touchdown or two to finish off this season. He's been inconsistent since his injury, to say the least. You know, I don't think he's right since that injury. He's had a big few drops in games, dropped a touchdown a few weeks ago too. And I just don't trust this Buccaneers team to get the job done. Getting washed by the Falcons like that, whose season was over. Like, that's kind of crazy, bro. I'm not going to lie. Bryce Young, T-Mac, Rico Dowdell. Ooh, do I go Panthers instead? Come back to me at the end. Q, who have you got in this game?
I heard something that's definitely changed my philosophy and how I view the NFC South as a whole. I can't remember where I heard it from, but basically I saw somebody say something along the lines of whoever's the current worst out of the two teams that are playing divisional games in this division, that's who's going to win. Usually the team that you don't expect to win, like you don't expect the Falcons to beat the Bucks, you don't expect the Saints to beat the Panthers, but sure enough, it happens. And I'm thinking about this game, like, who do I think is worse right now? And I think Tampa's worse right now because they have so much more talent, it seems like, but they've been on such a bigger slide, and it's just kind of crazy to think about. But for that reason, since I currently think they're the worst team, and we've seen this time and time again, I'm going to pick the Buccaneers. Because it just doesn't make sense. This division doesn't make sense, but we'll see how it works out for me.
See, you said there that no one expects the Saints to beat the Panthers. Who picked the Saints last week to beat the Panthers on the picks? That was me, Tyler Schuff, my hero. Key, who have you got on this one?
I just wanna talk about how Baker Mayfield's fell off a cliff. Honestly, I felt like for the first few weeks we were all
MVP.
Baker's up there for MVP. He's at least top 3. And now he's just fallen off of earth. It's like he's not even playing anymore. It's like he's Justin Fields.
That's too far.
It's a tough one.
He's
But, yeah,
ass.
I apologize. But I do like this Panthers team, and I do like the Buccaneers team. But I just feel like it's a mid off this game. But I feel like the Buccaneers win.
Give me the Panthers then to split it. I don't love it, don't hate it. Do I want the Bucks to win? Yeah, but give me the Panthers because the boys win Bucks. Panthers at home. I hate it. Let's move on to this game so I don't have to think about it anymore. This is another quick one. Bengals at Dolphins. Both arse, both out of the playoffs. Joe Burrow, hope you're doing okay. Give me the Bengals to win. Hopefully that makes him smile. Key, who have you got?
I agree. Bengals win. Achan, 1 billion points. Thank you very much.
And Q, who have you got?
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna lean with the Bengals. I want to see if one of their guys is out still or not.
I'm telling
T.
you,
Higgins is
it don't
questionable.
matter, Q.
Yeah, T. Higgins is questionable, but you saw against the Ravens, they didn't put up a single point. And now I'm starting to think like they lost Joe Burrow, they're still able to win a game. They lost Jamar Chase, they were still able to win a game. T. Higgins goes down and they can't score a damn point. Is he the glue guy on the offense this whole time? Has he been the one secretly pulling the strings, keeping everything together? But yeah, I'm still gonna rock with the Bengals on this one. It might be close, just because the Dolphins have been playing pretty good ball lately. They lost to the Steelers, but they've been on a winning streak outside of that, and they're at home, so you can't really factor in the cold. But yeah, give me the Bengals on this one.
We move on to the late slate on Sunday. This game, another one where when I saw the fixture list, I don't know where to lean on this one. Jacksonville Jaguars at 10-4, traveling to Denver to play the Broncos, 12-2. Do the Broncos play at home every week? I'm sorry, but every time we talk about the Broncos, I'm like traveling to Mile High, traveling to Denver. I'm like, did they ever play away from home? The spread is 3.5 points in favor of the Denver Broncos. Trevor Lawrence coming off a big game against the Jets, and I'm going to give this one to Key to make his pick first because I don't know where to lean. Come back to me at the end.
That's just delegating his picks, but I respect it. You know, I'm a big fan of Trevor Lawrence and his hair, but I'm a big fan of the Broncos defense. I feel like Bo Nix is good. He's not great. He's good. I feel like he's had a few great performances, but he's had a lot of good performances. I think the Jaguars being 10-4 is crazy. If you had told me at the start of the season the Jags would have been 10-4 right now, I would have laughed.
And their number one overall pick in the draft has got injured for like half the season too.
Yeah, I would have put you in a little white outfit and put you in a little cushioned room because you're bloody delusional. But I'm taking the Broncos.
Fair enough, Q.
Yeah, I definitely think this game comes down to the defenses and which one I think is better. And despite having a couple guys who I cannot fucking stand on the Broncos defense, I think they have the better team. So I'm gonna have to reluctantly go with the Broncos on this one.
Have you got names for us? You want to name and shame these guys?
Yeah, Key's not gonna like it, but Dre Greenlaw before the game even fucking started, and Talanoa Hufanga, fucking bitch, fucking pushing Jordan Love's head into the dirt after he slides out of bounds. Like that's not the bitchiest fucking move you can do. Like, oh my god, all these guys in the Bay Area just full on bitches. I hate to say it, Key, but you got fucking Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, Jawan Jennings, and Trent Williams. Trent Williams, I can kind of understand because if my old job told me to ignore a cancerous tumor, I'd become a bitch too. But Jesus Christ, dude, what is going on?
Yeah, they just make them different over there, you know what I mean? Like, these guys, it's something in the water over in Cali. But you picked the Broncos still, right?
Yes.
Of course you did. It's on the screen right there. How do I not know that? You like the little 4-4 break. Anyway, give me the Jags. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. I hate that pick. The more I think about it, the more I'm going to change it, though. So let's move on to another game, which don't even matter. Falcons at Cardinals. Falcons favorited by 2.5 points. And I am going to fade the Falcons and pick the Cardinals. Am I? The 3-11 Cardinals? No, I'm not. The only thing is, right, because the spread is 2.5 points, I'm like, and I'm sure all three of us are like, oh, that's Falcons easy. Bijan, Kirk Cousins, and Kyle Pitts had a good game last week. But the fact that the spread's only 2.5 points and the Cardinals are 3-11. Give me the Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals. Michael Wilson. I don't even know if that's his name. But that Wilson guy, he's been balling out anytime touchdown. Trey McBride, best tight end in the league. Give me the Cardinals. That stinks. I can't believe I've just picked them. Key, who have you got? I mean, I can guess by your jersey, but
I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a big Kirk Cousins fan. And
oh, for real?
just a little. I do have a bad feeling though that the Falcons are going to shut down Drake London for the season. I picked them up just purely in case they don't, but I have a bad feeling that they're going to. Obviously, he hasn't played for the last like 5 weeks, but I don't think he even needs to play this week. Honestly, I think the Falcons win and they cover the spread.
I'm thinking the same type of thing as you here, Coach. I'm thinking these Falcons always talking about how much talent they've got, and they always seem to let us down. And the Cardinals on the other side, yeah, they've gotten their fair share of blowouts recently, but Jacoby Brissett is still playing some decent ball. He's keeping them in games, I want to say, for the most part. Things just get very ugly towards the end. But yeah, I think I'm also going to have to go with, what is it? It would be a Cardinals upset for this one, right?
It sure would.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Cardinals on this one too. I might regret it, but
The Cardinals.
Whatever. At this point,
The Cardinals' leading rusher is Bam Knight with 269 yards. Are we being for real? 269 yards. It's week 16. And that's their leading rusher. And he's on IR. So who the hell do they have as the backup? Let me Google this depth chart actually, because why am I picking this bum-ass team? I don't even know who's on the squad. Like, okay. So the run game basically non-existent. We're going to have to... That's why Jacoby Brissett... Oh, that's not even his name, Brissett. That's why he's been throwing it for like 50 times a game. No wonder. Now it makes sense. I understand it now. That's why... Bro, listen to this for his last games of passing attempts. 40, 44, 40, 49, and 57. He had 57 passing attempts against the 49ers. That's insane. This team hasn't won in a very long time, and me and Q have just picked them to beat the Falcons. I can't believe what we're doing. What are we doing here? Should we just move on?
is this a fucking is this a fucking Uber Eats commercial?
It will be if they sponsor us.
With Jacoby Brissett.
It will be if they sponsor us. Are you feeling peckish while watching the NFL on Sunday? Make sure you order from insert advert here. Let's move on though to an even later slate on Sunday Night Football. We have got the Pittsburgh Steelers as the Detroit Lions. Steelers, I'm going to fade them every week because I want the Ravens to win the AFC North, and I just don't think they're good. I think they're a very ugly football team. Don't like them at all. Lions at home, give me them to win and cover a 6.5 point spread. Q.
You know, I love me some Aaron Rodgers, and I predicted we got about one more vintage performance in us. But we saw that last week, and I don't see it happening against the Lions. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with the Lions on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, as much as I love Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers' offense, mostly Pat Fryermuth, it's hard to pick against the Lions, especially when the obviously they've got Amon-Ra, J-Mo, Jameer, Demo, Jared Goff, all that kind of stuff. I do actually, just before I make my pick, I seen a TikTok of these guys talking about like which team needs to replace their QB this next season, and they were having this argument about Jared Goff. What would your opinion be, guys? Would you keep him, or would you look in other places if you're the Lions for next season?
Where would you look would be my first question. Who would you replace him with? I've just had an idea. Joe Burrow.
Shiesty.
Joe Burrow. Hey, Joe Burrow, I said he can't get it done without his weapons, T. Higgs and Jamar Chase. But, bro, you give Joe Burrow Amon-Ra St. Brown. Hey, did we just cook? But
keep that guy. Keep that guy out of my division.
I honestly think, though,
around here.
I honestly think they should keep Jared. I think he does a good job running that offense. He's got good chemistry with his receivers. Obviously, that comes with time. But, they've been unlucky this year, the Lions, with injuries. They've had a lot of injuries in the secondary. I think Kirby Joseph has not played like fucking basically all season. And he's like an all-star over there. Sam Laporta going down for the season too. It's been rough for injuries over there in the NFC North. Yeah. Just have to double check every time I bring out the compass. Yeah. Nah, I think keep Jared. What are you saying, Key? What was your thoughts on Reddit?
I thought the same thing. The main downfall of Jared Goff is his mobility, but you don't need to be mobile when you've got Sonic and Knuckles to do all the running for you. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to be open down there. Let's be honest. With their receiving core, somebody's going to be open when you've got everybody fit and healthy. But I think you keep him. But that tangent, you know what I mean?
As much as I hate the guy and I hate the team, there aren't any real better available options for the Lions. Especially you talk about developing chemistry with the guys and everything like that. I don't really think there's any other better option for the Lions right now.
Is that all three of us on the Lions then? Did we all make a pick? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I picked the Lions.
All right. This is an ugly game coming up. We have the Raiders at the Texans. Texans favorited by 14.5 points. That is a hell of a lot of points for this Texans team to try and cover. I know they covered it last week against the bum-ass Cardinals. They got blown out, bro. The Cardinals are getting blown out by 20 every week. Why did we pick them against the Falcons? I don't know. But,
because it's the Falcons. Because it's exactly the Falcons.
True that. True. 14 points. It's a lot of points, but can the Raiders put up anything on this Texans defense? Probably not. Give me the Texans to win and to cover. It's ugly. I hate it. Kenny Pickett is probably still going to play. And I'll be asking Derek Stingley, Kenny Pickett, and get an interception. Give me the Texans to win and cover. Key?
Kenny Pickett, yes, you can. Give me the Texans.
Thank you.
Yeah, same exact sentiment here. I'm going Texans.
I feel bad for the Raiders, honestly, because Max Crosby, you know, that's my guy. He's an absolute all-star. Brock Bowers is an all-star. But they're let down by the rest of the team. You know, this is a team who paid Geno Smith, who wasn't that bad in Seattle, but you look at Geno Smith this year at the Raiders, and he's looking good and terrible. They draft in the first round a running back, and they have the worst O-line in the league, so that was basically a pointless pick at the end of the day, because Ashton Genty can't go nowhere. Remember that stat halfway through the season when it was like, he got hit behind the line of scrimmage more than he fucking got past it? Like, what a crazy stat. And the Raiders, I do genuinely feel bad for them. Pete Carroll, you know, it's a shame to see him go out like that.
I don't feel bad for Tom Brady.
Do you feel bad for Brady Cook? Having to play for the
Who let
Jets.
Brady cook? That's what I'm saying. He's apparently so great at football, but he can't own a team. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Giselle.
Wow.
Giselle, let Brady cook.
Okay, let's move on just before we start tarnishing the reputation of one of our sport's greatest
That's
players.
my goat, by the way. I just want to say
It's
that's my
a great
goat.
transition to Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, it's a great transition to the next game as we have the New England Patriots at the bank playing the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens favorited by 2.5 points. Not gonna lie, don't think the Ravens should be favorited here. I'm gonna pick them to win and cover, but I don't think they should be favorites on the spread coming into this game. Don't know what Vegas are thinking. If I'm a betting man, which I'm not right now because I have no money, I'm taking Patriots plus the points. It's 3 points on most sports books as well. Patriots plus 3 against this Ravens defense, which has been completely arse pretty much all season. Apart from that pick 6 last week in the shutout against the Bengals, you know what I'm saying? Kyle Van Noy, big brain play. But yeah, bro, I don't know. We say it every week. The Ravens, Lamar don't look like Lamar Jackson. The throwingest Jackson, the runningest Jackson. We haven't really seen him do that this year. And yeah, that's a scary game. I can't wait to watch it though. Q, enlighten us with your pick.
I think the Patriots just complete collapse last week is going to light a fire under them. They can't get separated too much from the Bills here. They're going to need this win for sure, and I think they're more than capable of getting it. So give me the Patriots.
And Key, over to you.
See, I really want to be different from Q and from you, Scott, just to catch up in the pick'em. But I think my pick'em season, my pick'em hopes are over. I'm like the Cowboys. There's like a 1% chance of me winning the pick'em. But I think the Patriots defense is just too good. Like, it's not. Last week it was a bit of a shamble, but every other week I feel like they've been a great defense. I feel like it's gonna bite the Ravens. I feel like I'm feeling a little interception or two, so I'm feeling a little Patriots win.
Fairs. I mean, you are different from me then, because I've just picked the Ravens. So you said you want to be different. At least you're different from one of us. One thing I want to check is the Pittsburgh Steelers, their remaining games on this season. They have the Lions, then they're at the Browns and against the Ravens at home. And they're 8-6. The Ravens are 7-7. And they have Patriots, the Packers, and then the Steelers. So looking at it, it could come down to that Ravens at Steelers game on the final week for who wins the AFC North. But that's whether the Ravens can get a win against the Packers or the Patriots. And I don't like either of those games for the Ravens. If I have no team in the playoffs this year, I'm going to be very sad. Who do I even watch? Who do I even support and root for? The Bears? Do I pick up the Bears? Are you guys going to make it? What if the Ravens
I
beat
hope
you
so.
next week and then the Bears win the
hope so.
division? Well, anyway, a team who might not make the playoffs too is this guy's 49ers, and that's the last game of the week, Monday Night Football. You guys play the Philip Rivers-led Colts. 5.5 points on the spread. Key, I'll let you start, but also, what do you think about Anthony Richardson has been cleared to play, and the Colts have said, fuck that, Philip Rivers, 44-year-old granddad, you're starting still, even though this young man who said the NFL's easier than college, he's fit to play, but he's not starting.
You know, Anthony Richardson said he's cleared to play. The Colts said he's not. It's like Colin Kaepernick saying he wants to play again. No one else saying that he can. Philip Rivers, you know, great ball player. I just want to say that. Last week, shocked a lot of people. Almost beat the Seahawks. I'm hoping this week he flops. He throws a couple interceptions. He smells the gaff up. Of course, last Niners Monday Night Football wasn't the best showing. I think that was the week Brock threw 3 interceptions.
Oh, yeah. I remember that game. That's the only game of yours I've actually watched this season, and the only one I stored and remembered.
It might be a bit stinky. I'm hoping it's not. We need to win out. Let's be honest. We all know who I'm picking. Although JT's on the opposite team, I'm taking my San Francisco 49ers.
Q, who have you got?
I think the 49ers got very lucky with their schedule, with who they're facing at the certain times in the year. Because if you had this Niners-Colts matchup earlier in the year, I so would have picked the Colts 10 times out of 10. But this time, I'm going to have to rock with the 49ers. I think, like I say every week, no matter how injured they are, they can still play some excellent ball. And Philip Rivers almost took down the Seahawks, but was that more of a great performance from Rivers, or was that more of the Seahawks kind of falling off a cliff? Only time will tell, but I'm going to have to rock with the Niners too, unfortunately.
Well, to round off our Week 16 picks, give me the Colts. I don't like this guy's team. I don't see anything in that guy's team that makes me excited, you know? There's nothing in his team that gives me a semi. Like, I watch your guys play, and I'm just like, this defense sucks. All the starters are injured. Their offense is ass. The backup's better than the starter at quarterback.
In the league. We have the best running back in the league. We have the best tight end
No,
in
you
the
don't.
league.
You don't have Trey McBride.
The wide receiver room might be a bit smelly.
Wide receiver room stinks and is full of bitches.
It would have been Tucker Kraft.
Wide receiver room stinks and is full of bitches. George Kittle's great, but he's not the best tight end in the league, let's be honest. And Christian McCaffrey, like, I'm not phased by best by volume. Yeah, he's talented, but like, come on, bro. He's getting fed like Jacoby Brissett. You know what I mean? 50 attempts per game, and this guy's getting 55 touches per game because every pass is a check down or a Texas route to fucking to CMC. Every rush is what's he averaging? Like 2.4 yards per carry or some bullshit like that. 3.1 yards per carry. You might as well have Brian Robinson on your team. Oh wait, they do. Isn't that crazy?
The boy.
Me and Key had this running joke last year, Q. Well, I guess me, where every time we would mention like the Commanders and Brian Robinson, I'd be like, I'm not phased by him, 3.1 yards per carry, and then he's signed for the Niners, so we had to keep it going. But yeah, I mean, I'm not phased, like I say, it's by volume. You want to talk about best by talent this year? Running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, up there, tier 1. Jonathan Taylor, tier 1. I wouldn't put CMC in there, I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? It's just...
CMC played for the Cowboys. We would never hear the end of it. I just want to put that out there.
If he played for the Cowboys, he wouldn't get as many touches as he does on the Niners because we have actual weapons that can be fed. You know what I mean?
He's a weapon that can be fed.
No, but he's the only weapon that gets fed. He's got a big fat belly. He's got a big fat belly. Why? Who decided that?
CMC is invited to my cookout.
Okay, that's not your... Okay, anyway. Yeah, whatever, bro. Give me the Colts. Philip Rivers. To just dice up and demolish your fucking... Whatever he says. What's God damn it? But he doesn't say God damn it. What's his word that he says? There we go. 90-yard touchdown. That's what I want to see from Philip Rivers this week. 90-yard touchdown. Give me the Colts. And let's move in to our pick 6 parlay, everyone's favorite segment of the week. Gamble responsibly. Gamble responsibly. Had to say it twice for some certain people who don't listen. Yeah, last week, how did we do? Was it 3-3 last week, I want to say? Or 2-4 we
I
went?
feel like we all got one each. No?
Did you get one?
Yeah, George Kittle.
Did Kittle get in there? I didn't. Obviously, I don't watch your game, so I didn't realise. So we went 3-3. That's
Bloody
actually
hell.
respectable. That's actually plus money if you would have took them all individually. You know what I mean? So fair play to the boys. I had Nico Collins. Q had T. Etienne. Didn't store his name still. He got like 3 touchdowns
Travis.
last week, him. I know, yeah, you should have took him for 2. But Key, we always go to you to start. And
You'd be surprised. I actually haven't got anyone.
well,
pinned
I
down.
can show you on screen right now Key's fantasy team. So just pick any 2 of these players, and that's who he's about to say.
I'm actually looking through our fantasies right now.
Well, let me kick it off then. I am going to go with Michael Wilson from the Arizona Cardinals. That is a crazy one right there. Don't know why. I've just suddenly decided to pick him, but I've just got a feeling, you know. And for the other pick, I am going to go with, again, I really want to go with a Bears running back, but every time we say it, you pick one, the other one scores. Remember last week, Q, we were like, Kyle Monunga, fucking Swift scores, you know what I mean? So the Bears, I'm going to stay away from. Oh, it's such a tough, like, little segments. Let me go CD Lamb. Actually, I'm wearing his jersey right now. Let me go CD Lamb against the Chargers. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. CD Lamb and Michael Wilson. I hope that's his name. I don't even know. It is Michael Wilson, isn't it? Someone confirm for me in the comments. Yeah. Okay, who wants to go next? Go on, Key. Drake London, Devon
Yeah, me.
Achan.
Amari and Hampton versus the Dallas Cowboy defense. And give me. I actually don't know. I'm trying to think.
You put your hand up to volunteer. Q, have you got 2
know.
picks for us?
I was gonna say Achan, but you made me regret saying Achan, so I'm not gonna say Achan. Yeah, I'm sad now.
Do you want Omari and Hampton in fantasy? I've got him on IR still.
Give me Nico Collins. There we go. Nico Collins, Amari and Hampton. Sign me up.
He just looked at my fantasy team now for his picks. Q, give us your 2.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix has definitely been having some good games, so I think he's going to get his receivers involved. I think Troy Franklin, I think, is going to be my pick for him. And then also Matt LaFleur talking about you're not going to believe the kind of stuff he's scheming up. So that only screams one thing to me. Matthew Golden finally getting his first career touchdown. So I'm going to bank on that. Give me Troy Franklin and Matthew Golden.
8 million to 1.
Yeah, he is very low down on the odds there in your receivers. Who did you say was back from injury? Was it Jaden Reed has come back?
Yep.
Yeah. And with Christian Watson being out as well, or possibly out, I don't know if he actually is ruled out. That'll be a big addition to get, you know, some other guys cooking, because like we mentioned last week, Christian Watson, I feel, is your guy that makes the plays, you know, the playmaker. But Matthew Golden and Troy Franklin, couldn't find the Broncos. There they are. Who did you have again, Key? Oh, my guys. Okay. Omari and Hampton. CD Lamb.
Which one's Diddy Watson Q?
Deshaun Watson. How
Hello.
dare he? How dare he?
Okay.
How dare he
How
put
did he?
that on your guy's name? Already, before I've even put Nico Collins in there, £5 on this returns £1,000. That's before Nico Collins. With Nico Collins, that'll be like 1.2k, 1.3k.
The Matthew Golden effect.
Pouring
It's
honey on
free
you, Q.
money.
It's free money. Well, gamble responsibly. And with that being said, anything else to add, boys, before we head out? We're nearly at the end of the season. It's been quick. I actually feel like the seasons flew by.
Next episode's the Christmas.
It actually is this time. Good maths, I think.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, just going to say it every week. Next week is the New Year's episode. Just going to keep saying that now.
We're doing our playoff predictions. Next week's the Christmas episode.
Yeah. Are we all dressing up? Are we having a fancy dress? Fancy Christmas?
I don't have anything Christmassy.
I can top last year, but I got a little something.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We shall see. And we shall also see you guys at the end of the season because we are going to do, after week 18, we're going to do a playoff prediction video because we'll have the full bracket and then we'll be able to decide our entire thing. But also, we're going to have weekly episodes, hopefully, for the actual games. I feel like once we get to playoff time, we should do spread picks because it'll make it probably longer. Like when we get to like the fucking championship games, bro, you know what I mean? We're going to have 2 games to talk about each. So we should probably incorporate betting the spreads there. So
Just talk slower.
yeah, anyway, with that being said, let's like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibes. Let's try to say that as quick as possible. Give me Colts +6, man. I just noticed the spread's moved. +6. That's a lot of points against. Anyway,
we're stuck.
Yeah.
We're stuck until we say something.
I
Rest in
also
peace,
like
John
the
Cena.
over in the Ravens game. Oh yeah, we forgot to say moment of silence for John Cena too. It's the end of an era. That was supposed to be the intro. I was going to say it's the end of an era. We've got John Cena retired. My Hero Academia has just finished, and the Dream Tale is over. The
That's how
final
I'm
episode.
feeling.
The final episode of the Dream
Q
Tale.
season. Q season seeing Tucker Craft go down.
The final episode of the Dream Tale is going up on Friday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibes, and we'll catch us next time, people. Man, take it easy. Good show, boys. Jolly good show.
Jolly good show. Splendid.
Good show. Jolly good show.
Thanks for
That
catching
went
that. Q.
swimmingly. That went swimmingly.
How
I
long
don't
was
think
that?
he knows what we're talking about.
He doesn't. He doesn't know
I think
ball.
he's a fake fan.
He
I'm
doesn't
just
know ball.
English.
He's on fraud watch right now. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, can you name any cartoon ever?
Michelle Obama. Do you guys want to see my Christmas present that I bought myself?
No.
I would love to.
Wow, that is
Wow,
beautiful.
it's a nice box.
I know, yeah.
Isn't that epic?
Can you get in there?
Wait, I don't know if it's... No, it's not.
Action figures.
Action figure.
One Piece.
Can you see what it says at the bottom?
Legends Gear Capped America
Captain
Shield
American
Avengers.
Shield?
Look how big it is, guys.
Jesus Christ.
I told Key to be careful because he can get Captain America.
Haha, he actually did, and I wanted to kill myself. So.
I got a wheel up from the crowd, so I
Yeah,
don't care.
you talk about potentially coming over here a lot, which kind of scares me a little bit.
Oh, I'm scared of going to America, bro.
I'll bring me shield, then I cannot be shot. Sorry.
Do you want to test that out?
No.
A volunteer is
That's why we're not
tribute.
going to America.
Yeah, we'll go to America once they ban the guns. But then they wouldn't let me in.
Well, I guess